Hey guys, what's going on? It's been a while since I made a gaming commentary, and today I'm going to talk about why you should pick up and play COD World War II. And keep in mind, some of the things I do discuss in this video are a bit subjective. Ugh, he has an opinion, let's get him, boys. But anyway, you may or may not agree with some of the things I say, but with that out of the way, let's get into it. Also, really quickly, I just want to apologize for the cosmic radiation frequencies you can hear in the background. I don't exactly know what's going on. I don't know if it's like something in my room that's causing it to sound this way, but sorry about that. I hope that doesn't really, annoy you much. But anyway, firstly, the meat and potatoes of the game. The multiplayer. The multiplayer in COD World War II is pretty good. It's pretty phenomenal, actually. At the game's release, the game itself was in a rocky state, but after necessary updates and improvements were made, the game had forged an excellent multiplayer. If you're looking for something new to the COD formula, then I do recommend you give this game a try. In this game, the Create a Class brings a new mechanic, divisions and basic training. They are basically glorified perks, however, the way the game implements the system is pretty good. There are several unique maps in this game as well, such as London Docks, Ardennes Forest, and probably the best version of Shipment, to be honest. And then finally, we got World War II's most well-known mode, or feature, whatever you like to call it, but that would be War. War is some of the most fun I've actually had in a COD game, and there are several maps available to play War on. Three of them are free, and the rest are behind DLC, unfortunately, which I would not recommend buying any of the DLC unless you get the season pass, which is on sale, because that's just, this game's like 5 years old at this point, almost going on to 6, and it's kind of ridiculous you'd have to pay that much for DLC. But overall, it's pretty multiplayer is pretty good, pretty great. So good maps, good mechanics, except the riot shield. Screw that, I hate that a lot. But yeah, it's always fun to play. And I also forgot to mention there's over 30 weapons in the game. That's not even including the DLC weapons that were added later, so, quite a lot of content there to play, so, yeah. Alright, so next I'm going to talk about the game's replayability. So, let me tell you, there is so much to do in this game, actually, unlike watch through COD games. But, yeah, anyway, first, a feature lost to time, Prestige Mode. Prestige mode is in this game, and basically, if you do not know what it is, if you only played the newer games, it's an extra challenge or progression that is completely optional. And if you enter Prestige mode, your rank will be reset, and you will need to level it up again. However, each time you proceed, you will earn tokens that you can use to permanently unlock things, so you do not need to keep losing your favorite weapons and other items in your class on your way to probably getting Master Prestige. But yeah, speaking of prestige, you can even prestige your weapons up to level 5, at least to my knowledge. I think it's level 5, but yeah, but you can unlock camo challenges, other things of that nature. And moving on, we have, yes, the dreaded supply drop. However, to be honest, it's not as bad as Black Ops 3, but luckily supply drops in this game are earned quite a lot through normal gameplay, so leveling up and doing the contracts and the orders, which I'll get into in a moment. Supply drops, well, I agree they shouldn't ever be a thing at all, because to be honest, most of the time they suck. They work alright for the most part in this game, but supply drops, of course, can grant you weapon variants, camos, outfits, etc. And the thing is, like I said, you can actually earn them. Yes, you can actually earn things, unlike buying a freaking $20 bundle in the Warzone shop. It's shocking, I know. And you know what, to be honest, I'm probably gonna make a video about that situation, but that's for, of course, another day. But yeah. Finally, we have orders and contracts. Orders and contracts are daily missions in the game, and it gives you a task, and they can have many different objectives, like, getting kills with a type of weapon, playing and winning games, and even just as simple as commending players in the HQ, which I'll also get to that later. But rewards include supply drops, armory credits, which are used to start contracts and acquire other cosmetic items, weapon variants, XP bonuses, which I don't think they stack, so they're not really worth it most of the time, since, you know, double XP is permanently active in this game, which I also commend Sledgehammer for doing. That was really nice of them, because, you know, most of the older COD games, they don't have that active, but this one does, so, you know, I commend them for that, so, yeah. But anyway, yeah, however, completing 6 weekly and or daily orders, it does reward you with a supply drop. I think the daily orders, they reward you with just a normal supply drop, and the weekly ones, if you complete 6 of them, I think they give you a rare one. I'm pretty sure. I haven't done most of the weekly orders because they're actually, they take quite some time, so yeah, but yeah, I guess that's neat. And quickly talking about the contracts, they allow you to earn supply drops and even DLC weapons in exchange for the completion of a challenge. I may have missed some things that you can earn as well, but that's how much there is to do, you know. I probably missed a few things. So yeah, I know nobody watches my crappy content, but, you know, if you just don't happen to be watching this video, just, you know, let me know if I missed anything. You know, so your comments always welcome, so yeah. Anyway, moving on, we have the HQ. The HQ is sort of like a hub for players to just chat and hang out, but there is also a firing range to test out your weapons, a stand where you can create and upload custom emblems, so it's pretty cool. A theater where you can watch trailers and other cool things, and a score streak training tower to test out different score streaks, which is something I do not think was ever in the COD games before, so, you know, that's pretty cool. And finally, it's where you can prestige your character and prestige your divisions. You can also access the Quartermaster and Major Howard for orders and contracts there as well, if you don't feel like going into the menu for some reason, but I saved the best feature for last. The 1v1 pit. This is a really fun thing to do. The 1v1 pit allows players in the HQ lobby to fight against each other, and the amount of hilarious and like just dumb, salty players I've seen fight there is actually unbelievable. I've seen so many of them. It's hilarious every time. It's small things like this that I wish COD still did, but yeah, another thing the HQ has is air raid events. Basically, a random event will start and there will be care packages players need to protect as they fall out of the sky. And there will be planes that shoot the packages, so players will need to use the AA guns in the lobby to shoot them out of the sky. And once the event is over and you recover some care packages, you'll earn a pretty small amount of armory credits. It's like less than 80, actually less than 100 to be honest. Sure, it's very little, but still a neat feature, you know. But anyway, moving on. Alright, I'm going to keep this section short to try and avoid spoilers, but the campaign is one of the best COD campaigns I've actually ever played. The story is great, and while a few missions are, lack of a better words, kind of forgettable, some are quite amazing. The first one is probably the most memorable, as it introduces the characters you will fight with, and I think Sledgehammer overall did a great job with the campaign. They tell a story about Brotherhood, which is much better than Vanguard's in my opinion, but yeah, that's about all I have to say. Sorry I have to kind of cut this segment short, but, you know, I know the game's like 5 years old, but, you know, for the people that still want to play the game, you know, they want to run through the campaign without getting spoiled, then, you know, I'm just doing my part. Also known as I'm too lazy to talk about the campaign. Alright, now I'm going to be talking about zombies. I do have quite a lot to say about World War II zombies. I think this is probably the best non-Treyarch zombies experience out of the others, like Infinite Warfare zombies and Exo zombies. I love the horror aspect that was used in this mode. It's something that's never really been done in COD Zombies, surprisingly. But however, there's something that bothers me a lot, which is the armor system. And in theory it works well, but the way it was implemented was not very great. As you buy more armor, the price goes up, which sounds like it's a balanced mechanic, but it eventually gets so expensive that you need to pay upwards of, well first you pay, for the first time you pay 500 points, and then eventually it works its way up all the way to a whopping 10,000 points to buy armor, which is just ridiculous. But apart from that, I think that this is a fun zombies experience, and Sledgehammer did a good job with it. There are 4 main maps along with some smaller survival maps, which most are DLC, so if you really want to play the maps, I guess you can buy them. But buy the season pass only when it's only on sale though, because I don't really condone spending full price on the DLC for a 5-year-old game. But yeah. Anyway, so the Final Reich. It's quite a good map. Definitely one of the better maps I've played in COD Zombies. The main quest is great, but I've not tried the Easter eggs. I'm not smart enough to do them, so rip. But then we have the Darkest Shore. It's an alright map. It's not the best, but I don't think it's that bad. It's not bad at all. I have no clue how to do the main quest. All I know is how to get the Pack-a-Punch, which you need to collect some items to put into the elevator rift to power it up and then bring the machine up to the floor. That's about all I know. And the final map I've played is Groston House. It's a small survival map that you get for free after beating the main quest for the Final Riker. I think it's any of the map's main quests, but it's a standard fun map. There's even an Easter egg where you shoot all the lamps in the map to open up the mystery box room, which will make games last way longer. But yeah, playing the game, it allows you to level up and customize your loadouts with various abilities and perks. These include your main special ability, 3 other perks you can equip to spice up the gameplay, and you can even put attachments on the guns you get in the game to make them stronger, kind of like in multiplayer. But the orders and contracts are also available in Zombies. They award you zombie supply drops, armored credits, and even some new characters and outfits, which is pretty cool. Yeah, you can even prestige in this mode. It's gonna take quite a while because you can go all the way to level 1000, just like multiplayer. And but the grind is there if you'd like, so no harm in that. But I also just want to say that the zombie models in this game are really freaking cool. The Brenner, the tall guys, which I don't know how to pronounce their name, they're the ones with like the spike clubs. And also the pests, which they look pretty cool too. You know, the models are scary, but they're really cool. Sledgehammer did a really good job with the models. Not just the models, but the atmosphere itself, you know. They did a really great job with that. Overall, I can't recommend it enough to Zombies players, especially hardcore players, because some of the Easter eggs and the main quests, they're pretty challenging, and I think, you know, really not just even, you know, skillful Zombies players, but also just casual people who want to, like, get invested into the story and, you know, do the main quest. You know, it's not that bad for some of the maps. It's pretty good. Again, I cannot recommend it enough. Anyway, overall, World War II is a pretty amazing COD game, and I think everyone should try it. Even returning and veteran players should give it another try. But, yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It took a while to make, so again, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope it convinced you to play World War II, so that's it. Have a good one. See you guys in the next one, and thanks for watching.